Hello, I'm Captain David Hay with the Kentucky State Police Collision Analysis and Highway Safety Branch. The main focus of the Collision Analysis Highway Safety Branch is to use a variety of investigative methods to determine how and why crashes happen based in scientific principles. We work with other government agencies to identify hazards that may contribute to a crash. Our goal is to identify these hazards on every crash site and reduce them as much as possible so the public will be as safe as they can while traveling the roadways in Kentucky. In the older days of collision reconstruction, we primarily relied on tape measures and levels. And now our newest technology is the Leica scanner, which takes a variety of photographs at the scene and builds a 3D image for us, so you actually have millions of points versus hundreds of points with the total station.
My name is Richard Parkos. I'm the civilian member of the collision analysis team here at the Kentucky State Police. One of the commitments that the collision analysis branch has is to provide the training necessary for a collision reconstructionist. Now, this training is for our own troopers, but also for all law enforcement departments throughout the state of Kentucky. This is the staged collision. What you have just witnessed is the highest level of training that we provide our investigators and reconstructionists. The staged collision is where the student themselves witness the collision, complete the investigation, and provide an analysis of what they have just seen. The students that attend these courses will be studying general mathematics, physics, algebra. They'll also be doing in-depth studies of human factors. In fact, their training is designed for them to develop this imagination of taking this 1/10 of a second that this collision takes place in and dissecting it so that we can analyze the true cause of what takes place in a motor vehicle collision.
I'm Officer Jerry Jones with the Kentucky State Police Collision Analysis and Highway Safety Branch. Collision reconstruction is based on Newton's laws of motion, and one of the most important parts of a collision investigation is determining the friction of the roadway. As reconstructionists, we can use the frictional value to calculate vehicle speeds, stopping distances, and even determine the amount of time a vehicle needs to come to a complete stop. There are many factors that can affect the amount of friction a particular roadway may have. For example, rain that causes a roadway to become wet will lower the amount of friction available on that roadway. As you can see by our demonstration, a vehicle traveling 55 miles per hour on a dry roadway will stop rather quickly with a hard brake application. But if that roadway becomes wet, the same vehicle traveling the same speed will need much more distance to come to a complete stop because of the lack of friction. As friction values decrease, the amount of distance needed to stop your vehicle increases.
Hello, my name is Chad Mills and I'm with the Kentucky State Police Collision Analysis and Highway Safety Branch. Today we've come to Roy Kidd Stadium on the campus of Eastern Kentucky University to explain to you what perception reaction time is when we talk about collisions. We're here today to show you what perception reaction time is. Let's say you're operating a vehicle in a city, moderate speed, moderate traffic, sunny, and it's dry outside. It's going to take you 36 yards for you to see something and come to a safe stop. Now let's just throw one element into it. Let's say it's raining. That ups your stopping distance another 14 yards to come to a safe, complete stop, which is controlled. That means that everything from the end zone, which is where I'm standing, to the 36-yard line or over the 50-yard line, you've struck.
We hope you've enjoyed seeing some of the high level of technology and the expertise that our collision analysis unit uses almost every day. Some of the state-of-the-art in the United States. But even more importantly, we want to help you prevent crashes. Always remember when you're in your car to always wear your seatbelt. Research tells us that you're 50% more likely to survive a fatal crash if you have your seatbelt on properly. Also, always utilize a safe and sober designated driver every time. And last but not least, make sure that you minimize the distractions in your car. And that is especially important when it comes to cell phones and texting and driving. We hope you've enjoyed this glimpse into KSP. We'll see you next time on KSP TV.
Last year, 721 people died on Kentucky's roadways. As the holiday season approaches, Kentucky State Police is reminding drivers to stay focused on the road. Distracted driving is the #1 cause of crashes in Kentucky, so take your time, wear your seatbelt, and never drive impaired.
Where's Chad?
I don't know.
Don't take a chance on missing the holidays with your family. This message brought to you by the Kentucky State Police.